I take it you watched the two games yesterday. Did it feel to you like the World Cup had gone up a notch in terms of the level of performance? And if so, is that kind of performance that we saw, well, from pretty much from all four teams yesterday, is that a level of football that England can match?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's always another gear that you can go up, and I think that's the same with us. The further you go in the competition, the more intense it gets, and as long as we're prepared for that, and get the win, then it'll be perfect for us.
Good question here.
Hi Jesse, you've scored one of England's best ever World Cup goals. Which is your favourite World Cup goal that you've seen so far? And do you think yours will be in the reckoning for goal of the tournament?
Yeah, it's got to be. No, I think obviously I'm going to say my goal. It was a great time to score. I needed to score. I felt so. To score in that fashion and that way, was great for me.
Which are your other favourites?
There's been quite a few. I like the French goal yesterday from Pavard. That was very good technique.
So just as a quick follow-on to that, Andy Dunn from the Daily Mirror, as a quick follow-on to that, how are you, do you practice that ball striking or dead, do you hit a dead ball? And how about these balls that are being used at the World Cup? We've seen a lot of great strikes. Are they any different, or are you happy with them? Yeah,
they're a little bit different. They move a bit when you're striking it. So obviously it helps the attackers a bit more. And following up on the other question, we practice different techniques in training. I'd say we have the superior striker Andy Russell, who's there, and he takes us through different exercises of different finishing. So however the ball comes in a game, you're going to react and you're going to be used to them situations.
Question here.
Oh, sorry.
Jesse, a lot of the goals that England scored so far have been reliant on set pieces, at the free kicks and corner kicks and penalties. Obviously, Colombia have two centre halves who are 6'5" and 6'1". Do the players recognise that there might be an onus on them to try and provide different service to Harry? And is that something that you've spoken about? Because he's not really had chances from open players yet.
Not as much. I think, like you said, set pieces are very important, and we scored a lot of goals from set pieces at the moment. So I don't see why change. We've got big lads in the squad that can handle that, and as long as we practice, day in, day out, and put it on a match day, we should execute it perfectly.
But you practice maybe the service to Harry as well? Is that something that you've been looking at in terms of you maybe Dele or Raheem?
Well, it's just natural to try and find a striker. I think with the players behind him that are playing, there's always going to be a good partnership, and we're always going to be looking to slide balls through to Harry.
Jesse, obviously it looks like you'll be facing Falcao in the game, someone I presume you know quite well. It didn't really work for him in England because of injuries and other things. Can you talk about his qualities, and also do you think he's got a bit of a point he'll want to prove to the English?
Yeah, he's a top class player. When he's in the box, he's lethal, and his finishes in the box is top notch. So obviously we're aware of that. We'll have to keep him quiet, but I think we've got the players at the back to deal with that situation.
Do you think it is a danger that he will particularly want to show us what he can do, though, given how it went for him in the Premier League?
You could say that, but obviously we don't know. We don't know what he's thinking at the moment. Of course, he'd like to play well against us, which is normal.
Last few, Simon here. Oh, go on.
Did you go on a roller coaster the other day?
Yeah.
Was that who? Can you talk about the visit? Who went, and was it near here or?
Yeah, it's in St. Petersburg. We had a day off. Me, Marcus, Welbs, Trent, Jordan Henderson went down there. No, it's fun. We enjoyed it.
Simon, and then Matt Dunn after Simon.
Hi Jesse, Simon Peach from the Press Association. 4 years ago, Colombia were one of the teams of the tournament, and you just come off a loan spell at Brighton, I think it was, or in the Championship. Where did you watch that tournament? And it seems to be a common theme within this group that a lot of players have had to fight their way through. And what does that bring an extra edge to the team?
Yeah, I think every player that's got picked is worthy of being there, and then it's down to us to put a performance on the pitch. So everyone's aware of what they need to do to get where we need to be. Like I said, everyone's worked hard this season, to fight for a place in the World Cup squad.
Jesse, you spoke earlier about different members of the squad bringing different qualities to the group off the field. So, talking about some of your colleagues, who is the happiest? Who's the funniest? Who's the grumpiest? Can you talk about what different people bring to the party? Who's the butt of all the jokes?
It's got to be me. No, I think everyone's happy. Everyone has their own banter with each other, and we do a lot of bonding stuff. To really get to know each other, and I think that's important as a team off the pitch to know each other. And obviously, when you're on the pitch, you learn about them on the pitch as well to get a rough idea of how they play, what's the qualities, what's the weaknesses. So I think we've really come together as a squad and gelled over the past 6 weeks.
When you all come from different clubs, who surprised you at being a different personality to one you imagined?
Not many. I thought Trent would be more quiet than he is. Yeah, he pipes up now and then. But he's a good lad. He's only young, so to be in the World Cup squad for him is a huge achievement, and he deserved that.
Jerry.
Hi Jesse, Jerry from the Start. We've heard some stories about habits and things, socks, lucky charms. Could you talk us through what your lucky charms are? And we also heard that Marcus likes to wear a very small set of shin pads. Is that right?
That I like to wear shin pads?
No. We heard with you it was socks. If you could just sort of tell us a little bit about your
socks. I don't really have like a main like superstition, and I just like to speak to myself before the match. Before I go out when I'm in a tunnel. But that's about it. I'm not really.
You speak out loud to yourself?
No.
Oh.
Just in my head. And that's pretty much it. I don't really have.
What do you say? Without being funny, what do you say to yourself? How do you get in the zone?
No, it's just you just speak to yourself like, come on, Jesse. Let's do this. Let's play well and enjoy the game, stuff like that.
And are there any weird and wacky superstitions you found among your teammates?
Ashley Young puts like his left sock on first, his left foot through his left short first, his left arm through his left top first. So he does everything on the left side before he goes out.
Brilliant, thank you.
Okay, last two, Jerry, and we'll finish with Matt Law at the end.
Jesse, Jerry Cox from Haters Teamwork. You said earlier about going out with the lads from Liverpool and Man United all together. I think in previous camps, Rio Ferdinand said that some of the team rivalries would mean, they'd be all separate. Do you think you can put rivalries aside for England?
Yeah, I think you have to. We've become like family, at the moment, and you're gonna have to get along with each other. When you're family and you're around each other this long, and I think that's why. We've done so well at the moment. Everyone gets on. There's no squabbling in the camp. There's no cliques in the camp, and I think that's why we've done well.
And then when the season starts again, you're rivals again.
Yeah, you could say that. But like I said, for now, we're family, and we've really got a strong bond at the moment between everyone.
Okay, Matt.
Everyone's been fairly impressed with the way that
Yeah, I think there's another level for us. Of course, you know, in training, everyone's sharp, everyone's 100% on it, and you know, when it comes to the games, we know we're going to be ready. And like I said, there probably is another gear that we can go. I'm gonna have to wait and see.
Okay, thanks everyone.